facts. Suggest you secrete him from open scrutiny. For some inexplicable reason, the sight of a head detached from its housing would appear to transgress some kind of earthly taboo.
Super.
There is scant temporal allocation for conversationalistic interchange. We are already well outside of acceptable tardiness parameters. Now, why have you removed your outer garmentation?
If I may...
You may nothing, pseudo-cadet Niven. Your careless disregard for correct mission recruitment procedurality has cast a stain on your entire lineage.
On behalf of Cadet Niven, I would like to endorse...
What you would like, Cadet Flynn, is grotesquely immaterial to me. Get dressed post-hastily.
Unfortunately, our clothing is currently situated elsewherely.
Where elsewherely?
Somewhere a long, long way away.
Really? Very well, then. Select replacement garmentation from your briefcase.
We currently have no access to the briefcase.
I see. And the Matter Blaster 9.5 ray gun, which must on no account whatsoever be permitted to fall into Terran hands? Well, this just gets better and better, doesn't it? We are compelled, therefore, to take urgent remedial action. Dress yourselves in replacement garmentation from my purse. Whereupon we will further entardify our already tardificated rendezvous by recovering your briefcase. Wait! This is called a moving room. It is used as a superior form of egress from one floor of a multi-leveled establishment to a lower floor of same. Unfortunately, this one appears to be locked. Stand back.
Super.
Supervisor, if I might make a recommendation.
Cadet Flynn, the point in time where a supervisor accepts a recommendation from a cadet will be a very black point in time for the entire Vagarian system.
Then at least let me precede you.
Despite your exceptionally long sojourn on this planet, you still seem blissfully ignoramus of its most basic and unbreakable tenet. Female-oriented personages before male-oriented same.
Don't you see, that is what is known as pain.
Now then, whither the briefcase?
That way.
I see. Cadet Flynn and bogus Cadet Niven, whilst acknowledging that you are rot-rooted piddleweeds and unworthy of prolonged attentivation, I feel it would be commodious to the realization of my mission objective if we withdrew to a place of unscrutinized sanctuary, whencely you might fully appraise me of your current mission progress and/or lack of same.
I accord.
Your accordification is not required. Now, I would like you to start from the commencement of your mission and... we're being observed. Act natural. Cadet Flynn, place your left hand on my left breast. What would you like? I'd like you to go away. You don't eat?
You don't sit.
Ah, that is acceptable. Is that accommodious?
Supervisor, if I may. We would like 3 of your burgers and coffee.
The burgers and the coffee.
There are many variants of the substance Terrans term food. Some solid, some liquid. In the latter bracket, it is vital to avoid the consummation of the eye popper.
Vital.
It is possible, Cadet Flynn, that certain small elements of your experience here may contribute slightly to my already copious knowledge of bipedal Terran life forms.
Indeed, Supervisor. Cadet Niven and I have remained longer on this planet than any previous Gabid-Libolian by a factor of...
Notwithstanding,
135.
it cannot be overlooked that you have allowed the briefcase and the ray gun to fall into Terran hands. Can you imagine what this retrograde species might do with the capability to make things go all green at will?
We quaver at the prospect.
Now then, where is the briefcase?
Don't you want to find out about the briefcase?
We've already found it.
Are we going in?
No, we're simply going to pursue them to their rendezvous point with their mothership. It should prove an unparalleled opportunity to test out the G-bomb.
The G-bomb? That's a sick and putrid joke, I hope.
I jape not, Mr. Rama. If all goes well, history will illuminate me as the first man to successfully eliminate an entire alien world and everything in it. That should perk up the old CV, eh?
$12.50, plus an optional gratuity of $1.25, unless you want your coffee garnished with my sputum.
Ah, the transactional payment system. If you would like to indicate when I've provided you with a surfeit. This is a petroleum-based economy, is it not?
I think perhaps the obstreperously mannered female would prefer some cash mula spondulix. One moment. My change. Thank you.
The foolish female personage appears blissfully unaware of the preferred bartering system of her own planet.
I think you will find, Super, that most Terrans prefer the processed wood method of paymentation.
I'm well conversant, fake Cadet Niven, with the cash mula spondulic exchange system. But I have been locomoting for some considerable time, and am experiencing increased gravitational pull on my viewing orbs.
Coupled with the leadening of the tendular extremities.
Indicating a condition known as fatigue, which dramatically reduces operational efficiency.
And falling several floors down a moving room shaft does not help, does it?
It does not, no.
Perhaps after the eating ritual, we should secure a room or rooms containing one or more bed or beds on which to perform the sleep thing.
I think not, Lee. We must make rendezvous with the saucer before hemispheric darkening. Now, it is imperative... Wait! Fuzzulating meloderms!
Ah, yes. You are experiencing the Nivenberry-Flinbert mid-torsal growling syndrome, a primary indicator of the imminent necessity for the performation of the eating.
Certain? It felt like an overture to some kind of explosion.
Rest assured, the consummation of the food will allay the detonation.
Very well, then. After you, Cadet.
Female personages anteriorly to male-oriented saying.
Just testing. Well done. Right, to perform the eating ritual, we... it involves the insertion of the food into the largest facial orifice.
Indeedy. How do you find it? Splendid indeed. Cadet, Shall we?
When I say disposed of, I don't mean skip like last time.
Okay, Harry. What exactly is a G-bomb?
It's the next step up from a total annihilation device. Single warhead containing spore genetic materials. When they're released into the atmosphere, they start recoding every double helix they touch. Everything, and I do mean everything, is instantly genetically modified. Within minutes, every material object, living or dead, mutates into dust.
Tish, tish, Harry. Didn't I always teach you that careless talk costs lives? Now, let's keep it mum in future, shall we?
But why? Why do you want to annihilate their species?
I have my reasons, don't I, Harry?
How would I know?
How indeed. Now, Rena, let's you and I step outside for some fresh air and a spot of luncheon. You will tell us if they move, won't you, Harry? I do hate shooting close friends in confined spaces. It's absolute hell on the ears.
I know, of course, the method for foodal intake. The question is, how does the food, once processed, find egress from the body?
We have another theory. It involves the creation of a large and unpleasant blind snake-like creature.
Supervisor, am I right in assuming that our rendezvous point lies several spondings hence? And will we arrive there before dark and fall using the walking method of locomotion?
Quite right, Cadet Flynn. I was just contemplating the securement of a more efficacious form of transportation.
Supervisor, I have a superior method requiring only a vacant drive, broom broom motor-driven vehicle and a brick.
I'll have the lobster and the calf's liver, no vegetables. Rena?
Nothing.
How would you like the liver cooked, sir?
I shouldn't like the liver cooked at all.
What's this about? You haven't taken me out in public since... ever.
Certain things are coming to a head, Rena. The boy Harry, you appear to have grown close. Is there affection?
Are you serious?
Superlative. I'll have that one. No. I'll have it now. I want you to do me a small favor, Rena. I want you to snap Harry's neck for me.
You want me to break Harry's neck?
Surprised? You're seeing another side to me, Rena. I really should make it slow and excruciatingly painful to deter other thinkers. But really, underneath it all, I'm just a sentimental old softy.
Apologies, Supervisor. The hot wiring of automotive wheels drive Brum Brum is slightly harder than I had imagined.
Cadet Flynn, I am encountering increasing suspiciosity that you are in fact incapable of... Ooh, excellent work.
Let us go.
Go, go, go!
Go! Go!
Go, go, go! Go!
Brilliant.
Would we not make even better time, Super Soup, if we were actually to get the transport vehicle in motion?
wheels drive, brum brum. He is not responding.
Perhaps I might have superior fortune if I were to take over the propulsionator's position.
Very well. Although I fail to see how alternativizing personnel could possibly make any kind of...
I'm driving like a pro!
Good. They're on the move.
Then let's cut to the chase.
How was luncheon?
Very satisfactory. I eagerly anticipate dessert.
Periwinkle, your propulsionatory skills are indeed impressive. I feel I must revise my overly harsh initial assessment of your capabilities. You are not a complete mannequin armor after all. In fact, I'm going to offer you a field promotion. Henceforwardly, you shall become Acting Supervisor Flynn.
Oh, water the great blunderpip copiously. This is my proudest point on the temporal continuum.
Likewise, their counterfeit cadet Niven, you have demonstrated skills and knowledges that belie your utter lack of adequate training. You have redeemed the good name of your strain. Thusly, I am awarding you a field promotion to full official cadet status.
Cadet?
Yes, Cadet Niven. Sounds good, I'll wager.
Cadet?
Oh, I think you've earned it.
I don't even get a new hat.
No, but you can wear that one with pride.
Patience, Daddy. Here come the judge.
Attend. There is a manly male personage attempting to request vehicularly assisted transportation. I don't think we can risk compromising our superlative humanesque subterfuge. I shall apply the highly efficient stopping pedal device.
Some might venture that pedal is almost too efficient. Supervisor. Supervisor. Where did she get to?
She appeared to hurtle that away.
They appear to have stopped. Wait. Pan left. A little further. Ah. Well, my giddy aunt, if it isn't Ivan himself.
Ivan? Himself?
Don't touch me.
Supervisor. Supervisor.
Yes?
Are you all right?
I'm splendid. Thank you so very not much.
Why have you adopted a prone position?
In order to briefly demonstrate the sleeping ritual.
I hope you were taking copious notes.
Indeedy. The next time I am beset by fatigue, I will instantly hurl myself through a plate glass window, fly majestically through the air, and land in the nearest clump of bushes.
Good. Demonstration over.
Acting Supervisor Flynn, make a note to inquire of our research department as to any possible vindication for this ostensibly valueless pain business.
Yes, sir.
And make that note in very, very big writing.
We are very close to the source of rendezvous point. We are also very close to rescue abort time. Post hastily, then.
Cometh the hour. Cometh the man.
We did it, Cadet Niven. We did it. Almost 4 Terran orbitations without even the merest hint of being detectionized.
May I suggest gentle application of brake pedal device?
Do you suppose it might be possible, acting Supervisor Flynn, to one day stop the vehicular transporter without striking a living object?
Take this back home from me, gentlemen, and dust shall ye be. On my signal, Weena, let's make this a double whammy.